Hi, I'm Jodie Reeves from Jodie Reeves Life and Unleash Your Happiness. I just thought I'd send a quick message this morning. It's about 4:30 a.m. here. I'm about to start my morning rituals, my gratitude, my journaling, that sort of thing. The activities that feed my soul each day, that start my day in a positive way. But over the last day or so, I've been having this thought, and it's come up a little bit in conversations on Facebook, and I just thought I would share my thoughts on this area. For a long time, I've known that I want to do something like Jodie Reeves Life, that I want to share my experiences, share my knowledge, share my intuition with others. But I haven't really known how, and for a long time through my life, I didn't feel ready to do that. I was going through experiences that I now know was the universe preparing me for this, but some of those experiences weren't overly positive, and I certainly didn't feel at the time I was in a place to inspire anybody else. I was lucky to be just getting through what was happening. Then about 12 months ago, I became, or my life became much more stable. I was in a better place, but it was then, what do I do? The self-confidence or lack of self-confidence, the doubt, those sorts of things kicked in. And I also started to think, okay, if I really want to pour myself into this, it's going to need to pay somehow. And how is it going to pay? Why is anybody going to pay for what I have to say? So I started worrying about the monetary side of this. I started thinking of this as a business, not a life's purpose, not a calling. And as soon as you start thinking of something like a business, you start thinking about, well, money. Where does the money come from? How does the money continue to grow? So I sat for quite a long time in that place of what I now can see was fear, uncertainty, discontent, because I knew the basis of what I wanted to be doing, but I was letting very physical concerns, very human concerns impact that. Primarily, how was I going to get paid? So I had to make a decision. Do I wait until some magical thought comes that's suddenly going to bring instant monetary return with it? Do I give up on my idea or my dream? Or do I just get started? So what I decided was I would just get started. Now, technically, anything that has to do with technology is a challenge for me. But I think technology is also a gift to us in that it opens the world to us from our own homes. And this is what I knew would help me grow Jodie Reeves Life ultimately. That technology is not traditionally my friend. So I had to embrace some technology and start to think, okay, what am I going to do? So I thought, lots of people blog. Lots of people who aren't technically savvy, if you like, they do blogs, and anybody can have access to that blog. So I started there. I just started. I have no idea why, but that's where I decided to start. Then I thought, okay, well, I really enjoy photos and I love quotes, so I'll start an Instagram account and I will share some photos with my favorite quotes. Then I was enjoying blogging, so I thought, okay, well, I'll create another blog. Then I realized that a lot of my inspiration, a lot of my guidance at the time, a lot of even my knowledge, I was led to different courses and things, was coming through Facebook. So it seemed to me a really good vehicle to combine all of this so that people could access what Jodie Reeves Life did. So I started a Facebook page. Then I started only last week, and it's tiny at this point, but a Facebook group where we can get a bit more specific, and that one is an Enlightened Book Circle where we can talk about books, because I get a huge amount, firstly, of enjoyment, and secondly, knowledge. Opens my eyes out of books. It's one of my true joys is to sit and read. So I thought, well, how do I share that? So things have grown in this way. Let's just take one step. What do we do? I have no idea where this will go. I know where I hope it will go, and I have these visions of where it could possibly go, and I'm just trusting and moving forward and acting. I'm trying not to do too much. I think we can get a little caught up in this, but this is working for someone else, so I need to do that as well, and what about this? I'm making sure that whatever I do is very sustainable for me, and that it is still enjoyable. I think that's the key. It has to be enjoyable. And when I was sitting thinking about this, and yes, I worry about how it's going to become a monetary business, how it's going to provide an income for me at times. And I was thinking about this, and I was triggered by a post on Facebook, so I was thinking about it even more. And I thought, you know what? That's because I'm only thinking of payment in a monetary term. What I'm doing with Jodie Reeves Life and Unleash Your Happiness, which hopefully very soon will be a 7-week course that you can access entirely from your own home online. I realized I'm already being paid by this. I'm just being paid in purpose. It's really giving me purpose. I get up every morning because I have to write some blogs. And it's not a have to as in it feels like a negative tie. It's a have to as in my soul is telling me I have to do this. You know, I go onto Facebook because I want to check who's been on Jodie Reeves Life. Is there anything I need to respond to? I'm thinking in a different way when I read books because I want to share something with people. So it's giving me a purpose to what I do. And I love it. You know, I love sitting here and writing. I even enjoy, as much as I don't enjoy watching them, I enjoy doing this sort of video recording and sharing it with you. And I really, really love the fact that every now and then I get a message saying, your quote, your affirmation, your video really positively affected me. You know, I love waking up and seeing your quotes every morning on my desktop. Those sorts of things feed my soul incredibly. You know, one positive quote can keep me going for a week. One positive feedback can keep me going for a week. It's mind-blowing that we can have such an impact on somebody else's life, that we can say something that might be the trigger that just turns something around for them and makes them think in a more positive way, that makes them believe that they are capable of something that they didn't believe they were yesterday. That is the most amazing thing. So what I realized overnight or late yesterday as I was thinking about it was Jodie Reeves Life's already paid me. It's paid me in so many ways that you can't buy. That regardless of what happens, if this never becomes a paid business, I have been successful. It's giving me an outlet. I'm growing through having to deal with a lot of things that have happened to me throughout my life, having to look at those, having to forgive, having to let go, having to move on. Having to get to a place where, yes, those things happened in my life. They were an event, but they no longer affect my everyday life. They're just an experience. That's it. That my reality is that reality that I create. It really is helping me in those ways. But more than anything, it's giving me that purpose. I actually love doing this. And when you can do anything that you love, it feeds your soul. So regardless, I've been paid. And I think that is a huge mental shift. I am not letting go of the fact that I would love this to become a monetary business at some point. Because I could grow it. I could get my message to so many more people. I could travel with it, that sort of thing. And they really are my goals. But right now, I am a huge success because I've found something that gives me joy, that feeds my soul, and that possibly positively affects some people that I have never met face to face. And if I can be the thing that helps them get out of bed in the morning, if I can provide the thoughts or the words that maybe just makes them go, wow, today is not so bad, that's more success than I could have ever hoped for. So each one of you has had a role to play in that, and I thank you for that. If you like what I do, why not come over to Facebook if you're not already following me at Jodie Reeves Life, which is written below on YouTube as well. Come over and join us. Everything goes onto there. You'll get just some thoughts, lots of random things, my blogs, everything that I share goes onto there. So come over and like us there. Otherwise, I hope you come next time we post a YouTube video, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you for your time.